Welcome back into our rookie tape review with the Roar the Lions UK podcast. I'm Matthew Turner alongside my co-host Anthony Fitzpatrick. How you doing, man?
Yeah, doing good. Can't believe this is the last one already. It's gone quick.
The last one, we have gone from the 7th round all the way up to now the first round. We are looking at Penei Sewell out of Oregon. Now, we've kicked off all of our episodes by looking at the stats, but for someone like Penei, stats is not really somewhere where he's going to shine. I can't imagine he scored too many touchdowns or had any interceptions in his college career, so I'm going to skip over that and just go straight into the tape analysis. And I mean, so the guy's the second youngest pick in, or the second youngest person, I think, in the NFL draft this year. So this is a very young guy. His freshman year in Oregon, he was 17. So just to kind of give you a little bit of background on the guy, he was a year one starter. Oregon returned 4 O-line starters, including at left tackle. And he came in and immediately started over the incumbent, which is insane in itself for a freshman. He was injured for the entire second half of his freshman year, but came back for the bowl game, then played the entirety of 2019 before opting out for 2020. So the most recent tape we have is 2019, when he was 18 years old. So we're going to have a look at a couple of tapes from his sophomore year, and we're going to start off with USC. So let me just share this with Ant so you can see what we're looking at. And here we go. So the two that I picked are the two more competitive of the 4 I had to choose from, USC and Cal. So we looked at Cal earlier today, actually, and we were looking at onto UK as well. But we'll start with USC. And just to say, both of these tapes are not perfect in terms of where an O-line benchmark is, especially at the tackle position. You'd expect to see around 80 to 90% win rate for reps. So wins are almost unremarkable. It's how you win, and it's minimizing losses as far as possible. But Sewell is very young, so you can expect his loss rate to be slightly higher than you would expect with some of the more established and experienced guys. But it's about how you win, in which manner that you win, and we'll see that on tape a few times. So let's kick this off. We're going to start with a run to the right. He attempts to block the linebacker here, doesn't quite get there, and in fact actually pushes him into the running back a little bit here to start. Not the best start for him this game. I should have said as well, Sewell's the left tackle. They're not going to pick him out because this is an overview of the O-line. So, in fact, perhaps I should circle him on every play. Would be a good start, perhaps.
I don't know. Of course, left tackle's a pretty identifiable position, to be fair.
It is. So he's here, pulls, tries to block the linebacker, but pushes him into the running back, which is unfortunate. Okay, so
I think the running back was getting there regardless. I think he just sort of helped him on his way a tiny bit, but
he did a bit, yeah. Right, this second play. Oh, I should add as well, the Oregon quarterback is Justin Herbert. Of course, he had one of the best rookie quarterback campaigns in recent memory for the Chargers. So that's who Sewell's blocking for here. And we're going to start off in the second play with a sack. Sewell is obviously matched up against in this 3-4 that USC play. He's looking at the guy who's playing in the 7 tech. That's going to be his assignment, but he's going to fake it, and he's going to actually take the defensive tackle on the slight interior to him. And does very well there.
Yeah, that guy's not going anywhere.
So he takes his assignment, and then he's forced into the defensive tackle, who he's not exactly set for, but he does do very, very well there. This is actually a theme that you'll see in this game. The guy on the edge actually drops into coverage quite a bit, and so he has to focus on being able to take the end if he comes, but also take the tackle knowing that he's coming definitely. So, right, this one is a pass. So after the sack, you're looking at an obvious passing situation on third down here. Pass deep over the middle is incomplete. Sewell manages to block the defensive end and then passes off that block and blocks the defensive tackle as well. Nice play in the secondary by USC, but this is seamless. And it's something that Sewell does very, very well, consistently, managing to take the defensive end, block him. The defensive end switches with the tackle, goes to the interior while the tackle goes on the outside, and he's able to switch very, very easily.
Didn't even move a step backwards.
No, it's fantastic. Right, on this fourth play, obviously they're backed up. This is going to be an RPO pass to the right-hand side. Sewell is the second in now, so he's got a tight end actually lined up on the line outside him. And there's a good push up front here. So this is an RPO, so they're going to block as if it's a run. And I think they do very well there. Don't quite get the catch. It's a good throw by Herbert, but he blocks 89 very well.
But he does get round him.
Okay. So this is now going to be a run to the left. So you're looking to come behind Sewell. He effectively fences off his guy quite well.
Yeah, he gets nothing there whatsoever.
He's electric off the line. I'll just say this now, by the way. I am convinced that Sewell will have a receiving touchdown this year. I am convinced. Because the guy releases like a tight end, and we already know that Decker can catch a touchdown or two. So I can see Decker being a trick, Sewell being a trick play artist. I really can.
You can see on that play there just his usage of hands. He doesn't let the end get the better of him. His hand usage is always better, and that's why no one gets any leverage on him.
Let's just slow it down.
Just watch as he comes forward. You just see his hands. He just doesn't allow him to get any leverage on him. Look, there you go. Hands, uses them effectively.
Yeah.
Just doesn't allow the end to get any leverage on him whatsoever, and that's critical. If you can stop him getting your arm, the leverage on you, it makes your job that much more easier.
Right, this is one of the plays where if you've watched any Sewell tape at all, you will have seen this play before. So Herbert drops back, passes over the middle, and is intercepted. Sewell on his initial block absolutely levels a defensive tackle. So he's going to take this guy here. So it looks like Sewell here. Oh, hang on. Thought I had annotate up, but I didn't. Here's Sewell. He's got to be taking one of these two guys. Ends up taking the defensive tackle and absolutely floors him. Herbert's going to get intercepted. Watch how Sewell reacts, because this is the sort of effort that you need on your team from any position. Makes a fantastic tackle in the open field. So absolutely levels that guy. I mean, just dominates him. And then the reactions come out and make that tackle on a linebacker is unbelievable.
Yeah, it tackles better than half our defense does.
I know. Tell me about it. He's got better movement skills than Tavai. 100. Well, what was his playing weight? Maybe about 40 pounds heavier.
Hang on, this is a 7th overall pick against a second rounder. There's a reason he's picked up this high.
Okay, so this is a pass swing left. He swims his defensive end well, but the play is actually blown. He isn't able to get out in front here. As they really screwed up that screen. I don't know what happened there, but he's got to get out there, and he swims his guy really well, but not sure if that was poor.
I think that's poor quarterback play, maybe. I don't know. That just seems like a bad play all told.
I think it's a miscommunication. So I presume, I don't know whether this is right. If this is a screen, you want to do a quick pass here with this guy blocking here, blocking this guy. Because that's the guy who's receiving the ball. What's the point in blocking this guy if this guy can just come and attack him here? So the middle receiver has got to block the defender for the guy who's actually receiving the ball, because This guy is not looking to do this.
But it looks like Sewell goes up to try and get the linebacker instead. Don't know why. He's never going to get there before. Oh, of course, he comes straight up. But
It's so blown.
yeah, that's just.
But anyway, enough on Oregon's play design. Sewell sweeps his man really well, gets out in front, and if the play worked, he was there to make a block. Alright, now backed up a little bit further, we have a pass mid-left, incomplete. Sewell's going to block his defensive tackle, clenches, and he doesn't retreats but doesn't lose. So he's forced back a little bit, but he's still in front of his man and in control of the play. So even though he does get forced back, he never looks like he's going to get through him.
Yeah, but it does make it harder for Herbert's throw because he's pressured in there. If he has to move, if he has to move to a second read, then potentially he's in trouble there. But kid's 18, so I think you can forgive him that odd busted play here and there.
Just to say thanks to everyone who's joined us on YouTube or Twitch for this. If you can hit those like, subscribe buttons, hit that bell, we'd really appreciate all the help you can give us. Alright, next play, where are we? 205. So it's a pass deep to the left-hand side. He blocks his tackle and clenches and doesn't let him go this time. Very physical defensive tackle.
Yeah, that's great defensive play. That is, again, he just doesn't let him separate with his arms. You can see he's got them locked in there. The tackle can't separate to try and get leverage on him. It's really good.
Okay, next play is a run to the left, engages and drives him back. So that's a lot of how Sewell does run blocking, actually. Kind of just holds on to him, doesn't absolutely destroy him, but just holds him out there. You'll see a lot of that on tape.
Yeah.
It's not utterly destroying people, but it's not Sewell's bag to do that all the time. So
they didn't create the gap though for the run. You know, it's the running back went in there and got stuffed.
Yeah.
The gap wasn't there, and I know you need to hold your guy up, but you also need to create the running lanes for them to get through as well. I know it's it was the same with the guard. They were both grappling, but they just didn't leave or open that gap the running back needed.
So this is one of the more unfortunate plays that Sewell had in the entire season. So this is going to be a sack, and it's going to be Sewell's guy that makes the sack. So the defensive tackle is going to be his guy, so second in on the Washington line. Sewell appears to win by shoving him to the floor, but instead of going to ground, the guy manages to somehow keep his feet, but basically crawl into Herbert's legs. It's not really Sewell's fault, but it's his guy, so, here we go.
I mean, it is. He needs to finish the tackle for one.
Yeah, he does. He appears to win, but just get him down,
But he appears to win, but he doesn't. And I mean, you need to finish off your tackles there, because that's a half tackle. And players at our level, at the NFL level, you're going to be able to overcome that. You have to put in your full blocks on him.
And only that, because he's been pushed to the floor like that, there's never going to be any flags for hitting a quarterback in his legs, because there's nothing the defensive end can do about it. That's the only way he can actually do that rep. Yeah. And, hitting a quarterback in his torso is going to be absolutely fine. He's going to survive that okay. But, God, he hit him below the knee like that, and you do worry a little bit for Herbert. So, that's almost worst case scenario for Sewell, really.
Yeah.
All right, this next one's a pass through the middle. Sewell appears to lose on the shove inside, but recovers well to get back on his block. Kind of has to recoil backwards, but he doesn't really. He's back on it so quickly. It's amazing recoverability.
Yep. That's one thing to really like about him. He just doesn't give up on a play.
So comes out, doesn't expect that shove, but he's back on it.
In fact, he does get a little bit of help from his guard there.
Maybe a little bit.
If there's not a guard behind him, then I don't think he finds his footing as quick. But, you've got to take what you're given.
All right, this next one is a run to the left after the quarter finished. Appears to get a good shove on, but loses his block here, Sewell. So he's the second in on the line. Kind of shoves him back, but then that's it.
That's where he needs to be grappling.
Yeah.
You can't just push him back.
No, especially not when they bounce out like that.
Exactly, because then that just gives him a few yards to get on you, to get straight into the running back.
Okay, RPO pass over the middle, blocks well on this rep. Receiver gets absolutely leveled.
Good use of the fullback there.
And this next one is a run to the left. He stays on the block, which actually ends up being quite tricky for him. I'm not sure why I said that, but I did. Oh yeah, but does it basically with one arm.
Yeah, he does exactly what he needs to there. Gets him out wide, doesn't let him get involved in the play.
Yeah. Okay, play action roll here and pass right. One feature of Sewell's RPO play is that he really sells the run blocking aspect of it well, sells the run very, very well. I know it's run pass option, so your primary thing is to block for the run, but when he transitions back into pass protection, it's seamless as well. So let's watch this. If I manage to press the start button. Nice pass. What more can you ask for in a run block?
Yep, again, does his job. Exactly what you want to see.
Was that an RPO or was that a play action? I'm going mad. I said RPO and I meant play action. Never mind. This is an RPO, however. Pass short to the left, good block by Sewell here, second in on the line. Actually created a really nice running lane.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't use it.
Okay. Toss to the left here. Running back, run. Yeah, I said it right. Toss to the left. Sewell pulls and levels his guy. And I'm always in my spreadsheet when I press go, which is frustrating. Right, here we go. Pulls left, levels him.
Someone else has busted their block.
Yeah. I think it's the left guard doesn't get there.
Yeah.
Doesn't change the fact that Sewell massively won.
Oh, it's picture perfect, that is. That's exactly what you want.
Excuse me. All right. This is pass play, and then Herbert scrambles for a touchdown at the middle. Sewell has no issue with his pass blocking here. Just standard, really, for Sewell.
Would that be holding in the NFL, though? Because he's still holding when the defender's going back.
Let's have another look.
I feel like that would be holding. He's got him. When he's going back there, still holding.
Could be.
I feel like that's a potential holding penalty. That is.
Could be, and he's not going to impact the play either.
No, and that's the thing there. That could get chalked off in the NFL. That could. quite easy, especially with how flag happy refs are against us. So you might just have to be careful with that.
I'm going to roll through this next one because he has no impact on this play. Quarterback rolls out right, pass is complete. Sewell runs right, doesn't actually block anyone.
Doesn't really need to, does he?
There's a lot by design that happens like that actually with Oregon. So this is an RPO, pass over the middle. His blocking skill is enough here. It doesn't really have to do anything here either. There are a few nothing reps on tape. So and I said play action left. I assume play action pass left. Sewell's transitions to pass block. Sewell's run blocking and then transitions into pass block well. Lovely pass, good catch. But yeah, runs at his man and then transitions into pass block. It's lovely.
Yep. Just helps this guy out there in the interior.
It's one of those things that it's underrated. You know, the quarterback has to sell play action, but the line does too, and the primary people doing that are going to be the tackles. So how they act is going to be massive, especially for Jared Goff this season, who relies on play action so heavily.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially when, you know, you theoretically run off right tackle. Well, Sewell as the right tackle has got to be able to sell that run.
And that's going to be the big question, that transition to right tackle.
It is.
I think that's the big thing. I know it's the same position, but it is hard to transition between positions like that.
Yeah. Right, this is a run. It's a zone read with a running back running to the left. Sewell gets easily into the second level, but doesn't actually have anyone to block here. Second in on the line. Running back goes up the middle instead of following Sewell, so
No, that's silly.
but that's the sort of opportunities he's going to create. Next play is an RPO again with a pass to the right and a nice block for the run here, just in case the run does happen. Oh, sorry, a little bit of lag there. My bad. So lots of room for the run, but didn't use it. Should have.
Oh, he disengaged after that first hit.
Sewell did.
Look, one tug and then he's gone. I feel like he gets a little bit the better of him there.
All right, play action pass over the middle, incomplete. Sewell doesn't sell the run as well on this one, but wins well on the easy block. Little bit of a blitz coming, nothing throw over the middle by Herbert.
Just bench presses him into the ground, doesn't he? There you go.
Yeah.
God, someone leveled Herbert there.
Yeah. We had two men in his face when he threw. Right, this is going to be a little trick play. Is it a trick play? No, I'm not. It's not going to be a trick play. My bad. I think this is actually a screen. Passing to the left. Swims the defensive end easily. Can't get quite over to impact the play on the block, but that is the plan here, that Sewell's going to come up and attack one of the three guys at the top of the screen. No, it was a trick play.
Does he?
So Swims his guy, tries to get out there, but linebackers realise what's happening too quickly. Just try and watch this again.
I don't think he swims his guy. I think his guy just runs straight past him.
He kind of helps him on his way a tiny bit. But he's got to sell the pass first. So, slow this down. That's the problem. The linebacker's realised what it is too quickly. Gets past Sewell and is able to make the tackle. Helps him on his way a tiny bit. Yeah, you're right. He's basically run past. Okay. This is going to be an RPO. Pass short to the left. He does enough on the blitzer here. Brought a cornerback blitz.
I don't know. That corner gets round the edge of him there. I know he doesn't get there in time, but if you watch, he slips down the side of him. And it's one of those, again, if he's even a half-second late, that's going to be a sack.
He knows it's going to be a quick pass, though.
Yeah, but you still want to see the blocking there. I mean, watch. He just slides past him.
But he picks up that it was a corner blitz.
Oh, he picks up the blitz fine. He picks up the blitz fine, but he does get past him. So, I mean, you've got to see, look, he's just gone. He sticks one hand in and he's round the side of him. You know, against quicker corners in the NFL, again, guys who are going to blitz a lot quicker, you need to be able to hold them up.
Okay, so Sewell is at left tackle here. This is in the red zone. It's a run power to the right. Gets leverage and penetrates crashing rights. The whole line's going to crash right here, I think. So that doesn't look like much of anything from there. But sorry?
He's 3 yards in the end zone. That's how far he pushed.
So
Look how far he gets. He gets further forward than any of the other linemen do.
Yeah. Okay.
Just by beating his guy.
This one's a really impressive play. So this is a jet sweep run left for a touchdown. So you can see the guy's already on his way here, number 30. Let me get my annotate up. So this guy's going to run in for the touchdown up here. Sewell is going to take, I think if I remember this rightly, he's going to take out a defensive tackle and he's going to take out this guy as well. Let's see if I can remember it right. No, I don't remember it right. He does enough. Oh no, he did push one guy over and then block the other. Beg your pardon. Oh, that second angle was best. So he pushes this guy over right in front of him. And then he gets, I think, number 10. Let's see. Pushes that guy down and then blocks that guy. Yeah. Running back does very well to get in, though.
He does. He's under a lot of pressure there, but... yeah. 2 assignments, he does them both what he needs to do.
Okay, this is a quick swing pass to the left. He pulls right, Sewell, to sell a different action. I think they're feigning a screen pass to the right as well. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, actually, but they pull right.
Unless the running back goes out there. No.
Sorry, that was very laggy. Let's do that again. Not really sure on that play design.
Unless he was designed to go up the middle in case Herbert wanted to run it, because there was a running lane for him there.
On this one, pass check down to the right-hand side. Lovely technique on the block from Sewell. Nothing he can do with the 2-on-1. Blocks this guy. That's all he can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Well, that's all you need to do.
Mm.
Just need to do what your assignment is and perform it well, which he does.
Okay, so this is a pass with a quick screen to the right. Despite ensuring enough time for his quarterback, he still gets upfield to block here.
Oh.
Herbert getting levelled.
Watch that for... don't know.
So what happens is very much by design. I think he doesn't really want to spend time blocking here. He wants to get upfield to block because he knows this is coming out in a second.
Yeah, but you can see that moment where he turns and the guy's gone round him. If he was just designed to go upfield, he wouldn't have done that. See there, his head suddenly turns. He's like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the guy got the first step on him there, but it doesn't really matter because it went the other way. But just footwork, bits like that is what you're looking at. You don't want him to get outdone with footwork. You want him to be able to stay step for step with it.
So this is a really nice rep. This is a run zone read with the running back to the left. Lovely technique on the run block from Sewell. Drives his man back a long way. Run actually didn't succeed, but Sewell does really well here. Just keeps driving him.
Yeah. Again, you can't ask for more than that. Absolutely wrecks him.
Right. No impact on this play. Pass quick to the right, so I'll cycle through that.
He covers his zone fine. He's very alert. He's very aware of where his surroundings are. You want to watch. Look, there he is. He covers, doesn't waver. It's what you want to see.
All right. 8:46. This is a run zone read with a running back to the left again. And again, good technique to create a running lane here by Sewell. It's not used, but he does effectively keep the guy on the outside.
To be honest, I got sold on the fake there.
All right, and this is a touchdown. As an RPO pass slant to the left for a touchdown. He sells the run block, transitions into pass block is effective.
They love using the fullback at Oregon, don't they? Oop.
Fullback. Halfback. Fullback.
Halfback.
Lovely throw and catch. But Sewell runs out to do that pass block, and it's effectively run block, and then he effectively pass blocks out from a run block position.
Yeah. He wins that rep for sure.
Yeah. Right. This is going to be a run zone read with the running back now to go into the right hand side. No impact on this play for Sewell. Kind of just sells a bit of motion to the left, if anything.
I do love his one-on-ones though. He just doesn't give the opposition anything.
He doesn't lose. Not in those situations. Right. This is a pass deep to the left, incomplete. My comments on this for Sewell were excellent. Pass block on the defensive end and quickly shifts assignment to defensive tackle. So he thinks the end's coming, he doesn't.
Yeah, can't disagree. It's a seamless transition. Seamless. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know if you weren't looking for it.
It's one of my favourite things that I see on his tape. Yeah, I agree, Steve. His ability to make blocks on the second level is one of the things I absolutely love about him. I do question whether he's going to be able to do that in the pros, simply because I don't know how often defensive ends are going to let him go right by him. In college, they seem to just be willing to let that happen, but I'm not sure that ends are going to be alert to his strengths, and that's going to be one of them. So
the trouble is, we do have some high caliber defensive ends we go up against in our division as well. He's going to be tested a lot, that's for sure. But I mean, no reason he can't deal with them. But like you say, he's going to find a lot more short shrift from them in trying to get up to the second level, trying to get away from him. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. Okay, this one is a deep drop by Herbert, screen pass to the right-hand side. No impact in the play for Sewell. Just puts his hands on this guy a bit. But
again, he covers his zone. He does what he needs to. He stays there. He doesn't get distracted. He puts in the block when he needs to. there he just does everything he needs, even though he's not involved in the play. But you just don't want to see him getting distracted, moving away from his coverage area or anything, and he doesn't. So
No. Okay, this is a run inside left. Puts down a slipping edge here, so he doesn't really win this rep in, more that the end loses it. Hang on a minute.
oh, he bulldozes this guy there. Oof.
Here he is.
Ah.
Yeah, so the guy's already on his way down, but he just finishes him off. Nice.
Yeah, well, that's an improvement from earlier when Herbert got sacked. He didn't push his guy all the way down, so he learns.
Nice
knowing that,
clothesline tackle here as well to finish.
Exactly. Not wrong with a clothesline if you get away with it.
Yeah, but he's on his way down, so he did get away with it. Okay, this is a run. It's a triple option with the running back running to the inside right. Is that right? It doesn't look like it's going to be a triple option. It is, sorry. You've got number 4, the wide receiver, pulling. Here we go. So, running back runs inside right, no impact on the play from Sewell. You know, he just doesn't really block his guy, but then he's not involved in where the play's going anyway, so.
No, it goes down the right-hand side, doesn't it?
All right, this is a touchdown for Oregon. It's an RPO pass to the left. Nice run block here by Sewell. Lovely throwing catch.
God.
It gets out as if it's going to be a run, blocks him well, keeps him to the outside.
Feels like a cheat code having Herbert as your high school quarterback, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Right, this is another RPO pass to the right-hand side this time. He drives his man back on the run block. Absolutely destroys him.
Yeah. One-on-ones he's very, very good at. Again, the guy can't separate from him. When he gets his hands locked in there ain't no getting away from him. Exactly what you want to see.
Yeah. This is another RPO, but it's going to be a run to the right-hand side this time. Sewell actually blocks the Mike linebacker. The running back is forced to bounce outside, which doesn't help. So I think
we saw that earlier, didn't we? Him pushing,
we
he's pushing his assigned blocker into the running back. That's awareness. That is knowing where he's going to be.
But I think so. That's
he has to lock. He has to lock up with him there. He has to try and lock up, not push him.
I can't see where 78 is, but I think so. The play here, I think, is that Sewell. I clicked annotate. Where is it? Sewell is going to come up and block this guy, and I think the running back is meant to come up here, but I think the edge comes and makes the fences off that area, and so the running back ends up in here, which is exactly where Sewell's pushing his guy.
No, he's
No,
always
it's not. It's not.
He's always going in that gap. I don't know. I guess that's something that can be worked on. It's just a style of blocking. He just needs to be able to try and grapple with him a bit more.
All right. This is a run. It's a zone read, running back run to the outside left. He fails to make his block here, which causes the tackle. Misses his guy entirely.
To be fair, it looks like his own player gets in the way of him there. See, here, he's just... I don't know. Could be wrong.
To me...
He's coming out... They're both going for the same guy.
Yeah, so Sewell, I think, thinks he's taking this guy, but really, he should be taking this guy.
That guy. And then he sort of pushes his teammate into him and then tries to get on the block, but can't manage it.
Yeah.
You know, just try and expedite. There you go. Little push. Get back inside. I mean, The change of speed's really good, but linebacker's just, he's just got too much momentum by the time he gets to him.
Yeah.
I say you have to take it into consideration. This is an 18-year-old kid here, so
Yeah.
you're going to see things like this on occasion. I don't think it's anything to be overtly worried about.
Okay, so this is an interesting play. So Korsback makes a deep drop, and the play is a screen pass to the left. Herbert aborts the screen because he sees that USC has played it really well. Herbert then scrambles, I think, to the left and actually makes quite a few yards. So there's a lot going on here, but effectively the first thing we're thinking about is the screen. So in order to make the screen work, Sewell feigns the pass blocking well and then recovers to make the block for the quarterback. You're going to see a couple of the O linemen way downfield here for the screen trying to get out in front, while Herbert actually looks downfield to make a pass. The only guy back there is Sewell and actually really helps his quarterback out when he realises what's happening. So this is a really good rep. Here we go. So pass protection, and then he sees the Herbert's in trouble, gets back round, makes that block.
There's a few things to take in there. I feel like he blows his first tackle, but then, like you say, he recovers really well.
The thing is, so because it's a screen, it's hard to talk about whether he wins his first assignment because he's not blocking this guy. That's not what's happening here. He just has to pretend that that's what he's doing. He actually... Where's my draw gone? He wants to probably... I think the centre is going to try and take this guy. The guard wants to get out and take the next guy. And Sewell is potentially coming out and getting the next guy. They don't want to be blocking these guys. They're going to slow them down. They want the rushers to come at the quarterback, which creates room over here. So ignore the first block because it's not what's intended. See these O linemen rushing upfield. Sewell gets back on that block there.
Look at that for close control by the line.
Okay, 11:50. This is going to be a run up the middle. He effectively blocks the linebacker here. Is that right? Okay, blocks the linebacker apparently. Yep.
Lovely engagement with him, just gets into him, arms on him.
Doesn't beat the guy who's actually in front of the linebacker. Let's have a look.
Definitely. You get onto that second level, latch onto the guy, take him out the play. That's exactly what he needs to do, and it's exactly what he does. You see his hands, he's got him, and he's just not going anywhere. The linebacker cannot get away from him.
I mean, it's going to be a mismatch if he can get to the second level.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You've got to figure with us probably playing the 6 linemen quite a lot this year, there might be a chance for him to do so.
Yeah. Okay. Korsback's going to roll out and pass to the right-hand side. Sewell has little to no impact on this play.
Let's see him again. Comes across. Was that incomplete or was that completed? Because
complete.
It's a good pass.
This one's going to be a run up the middle. Again, no impact on this play. Blocks his man, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but see, it's in plays like this, you just want to look at the fundamentals, the handwork again. Look at it. It's exemplary. Even if he's not having an effect on the play, you can see the fundamentals of his game and what he's doing. They're all on show.
So this is an RPO. It's going to be a run by the running back outside right. They're going to be in pass protection here and have no impact therefore on the play since it's going to be a run. Blocks his guy effectively.
Yep. Gets the arms locked in again.
This is a touchdown. It's a play action pass to the mid left. Sewell sells the run for about a second and then transfers and has nice technique in pass protection. So watch for him to accelerate out of his stance and then immediately come down to a stop for pass protection. He feigns that so well on the line. A really nice run for the touchdown. It's such a weird technique because I've never really seen it before. He doesn't even take a step upfield, but I want to show that again because it's all in the nuance.
Look at that. I like that view. Arms in again. Guy just can't find a way to get away from him.
Explodes forwards and then out.
There you go. Grips. Nothing going.
And then nice power for the wide receiver to get in the end zone. Okay. This is a run. It's a zone read with a running back running it to the left. So again pulls right here to sell a different action than what's happening. I think they should have done whatever it was they were going to do on the other side.
Yeah.
I think if Herbert pulls it and runs there, he's got a lot of room.
Yeah.
This is a run to the left. The tight end already blocks Sewell's assignment here.
Yeah, some good hard running there.
Yeah, good power in those legs. Okay, this is a pass to the left, incomplete but flagged. He provides his left guard with some help here.
And on there. Gets his man. Never really.
Kind of just gets in the way of the defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Not really anything he did, he was just there.
I was about to say, it doesn't really do a whole lot of anything, does he? But they get the pass away.
This is a run up the middle, and it's effective block up front on the defensive end. And defensive tackle, in fact.
God, where's the running back going there? He was running into no man's land.
I'm never sure what to think about that play. I want to kind of come back to the start of it, just because I don't know. So what happens is that the tackle's actually made around his edge, but he's taking the tackle. So is that a problem with play design? There's 6 men on the line here. So what's Sewell meant to do? Crashes down right.
Oh no, the halfback comes across, doesn't he? There you go. Or is it the tight end?
I think it's the tight end.
The tight end just comes across and takes that extra man, doesn't he? So I think that's by design. I think he gets the right guy. And in fairness, it's quite a good block by the tight end, but the running back just runs straight into it. He's not going anywhere through that. Big massive bodies.
So we're getting down to the latter stages now. This is a pass to the middle of the right-hand side for a first down. Nice technique on blocking the defensive end here. If it doesn't lag, I'm sorry.
Oop. Lagged a little, but I've got a nice still of him holding him up and grappling him. Yeah.
He stays on the block for about 3 seconds after the ball's thrown. That's great.
I think maybe with one tiny little exception, I've not seen anybody even come close to besting him with their arms yet.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most critical aspects of being a tackle. It's your arms. It means no one gets leverage on you. It means you don't get pushed back.
Well, and it's one of the things which has been a criticism of Sewell when people think he might shift into guard eventually because he's only 6'4" and his arms aren't the longest. So if he can do this effectively at college, then, you know.
Exactly. You've seen here, he doesn't lose with them at all. It's just a blitz he got done on a little bit, but, you know. every tackle in the NFL have been done by a blitz at one stage or another.
Hello to C. Gerald. Thanks for coming in, man. Hey, that fan, man. Debt fan, man, you are slightly late, I guess, but you can always rewind it. We are going to have another game after this one, too, that we're going to look at. So don't worry, there's plenty more to come. Where are we? 14-29. So we have a run up the middle for a first down. His assignment falls before he actually blocks him here.
That's interesting. I'm trying to see. What does he just slip or?
I think he trips over the tight end.
Oh yeah. I wondered if it was kind of deliberate, trying to get it underneath him.
Not quite.
It'd be funny, wouldn't it? To see a guy get on all fours just trying to scramble through instead.
Okay, in fact, this is going to be the last play with Sewell on the field because by this point, Oregon are so far ahead that they, I think, change out a lot of their starters. So this is a run up the middle that stopped, and then the running back bounces out to the left-hand side. He has a run block win. Sewell has a run block win against the defensive end, and then reacts to the running back bouncing out by bouncing out himself to block more. So beats his guy, and then the running back's behind him, and he comes back and tries to block that guy too. He's got good instincts.
Look at his head movement. Just he's watching. Look, he's watching. There he goes.
I don't think it really had an impact on the running back, but it was a good play.
It doesn't, but you're looking for the fundamentals. He's looking around to see whether the play's over. He's not just giving up on it as soon as he's made his first block.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the games now because that was Sewell's last rep. So,
you know, Cal must be our most used team in these. Because we used them, we showed Jefferson against them as well.
Did we?
Yeah.
God, that was a long time ago.
We showed Jefferson. Did we show McNeil against Cal? I think at least 3 or 4 players who've played against Cal last year.
Interesting games, I guess. This was the closest one that Oregon had that I have on tape. So, but they had other games where they obviously lost Oregon, and I don't have those. So,
but they lost it. Oh, we watched them against Oregon State. They lost that one. I don't know how, but they did.
Oregon State beat Oregon.
Yeah, first time in a long time. Last year they did it.
Oh, 2020 though. 2019 they did.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I'm thinking wrong years. He didn't even play, did he?
No, right.
Yeah.
Let's kick this one off because this is a long old tape and it was a competitive game. It's a 17-14 win. And because there was lots of changes of possession, there's lots of offensive reps. So there's, hang on, let's see, there was 57 offensive reps we saw on the field in the previous game. And there are 73 in this one. So it's a lot to get through. So let's start it now. This is going to be a pass. This is swing left quickly, and Sewell pulls right and blocks the linebacker well. It's a really nice play, actually. So Sewell on this left-hand side pulls and blocks the linebacker effectively. They go the other way, of course.
Yeah, love it. Doesn't get budged an inch.
So this is a run up the middle. He bullies the defensive tackle and pushes him back well.
I think I watched the wrong guy there.
Second in here, pushes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, look at that. Look at how violent it is as well. You see the end's shoulders just flying all over the place. It's what you want to see.
You'll see a lot of this, actually. This is a very competitive game. And he has a lot of muscle going at him viciously. He has to deal with, and he does it very, very well all the way through, pretty much. This is an odd rep, though. This is a run up the middle. He misses the defensive tackle. My note is I'm not sure if this is by design or not, and goes for looking for a block upfield, but doesn't actually have anyone.
So he's opposite the tackle. He lets him right through. That has to be a play design.
I think it
Saying
is.
that, he looks at him. If you go back to the start of the play, he deliberately looks at him. He looks at the end as he goes by, or just before the start of the play. Watch him come across. There, he's looking at him. But
It's weird. I can't decide.
I can't. I think that's a. I have to feel that that's a design thing. Cause I couldn't just think he's going to let his guy past him like that. He doesn't
No.
do that. But it's an odd choice of play if it is.
Okay, so this is a run to the right. The whole line's going to crash to the right, and he almost pancakes his defender. Just manages to keep his feet.
I can't see the angle well there. Let's have a look.
Just manages to stay on his feet.
Yeah. Good angle. He gets his angles really good there. Going through a lot of traffic.
This is going to be a run up the middle. He bumps his man here. I'm looking at the wrong guy.
He's two guys in, isn't he? He's opposite 89.
Yeah.
He gets through. Oh, hang on. Which direction does he go? I can't even see. I thought he'd flatten the guy in the middle. I thought he'd flattened 8, I think it is.
So he's gonna hit 14 here. Just gonna bump him. So this is Sewell. He's just gonna bump this guy, but not really do anything more than that. It's weird.
Oh, and then he goes outside. Yeah. It's there.
Okay. So our I can't speak, I'm sorry. First RPO play here, so pass deep over the middle is going to be DPI. Nice pass pro technique, always in control of this rep.
Yeah, locks up. No getting away from that. It's like getting clutched in a spider's web. See,
Yeah.
there he is. Guy can't get the better of him with his arms, and he's just going nowhere. As an aside, I absolutely love the Oregon kits.
I love the Oregon kits.
They've got the best set of kits in the NCAA for me, I think. 'Cause they've got the green one as well, which is quite nice.
Debt Fan Man says, now that you've streamed over an hour of game tape, do you believe any of the 6 guys selected before Sewell would have been more successful for the Pride, or did we fantastically get the best possible?
Wait. What? Hang on, just say that one again.
He said, now that you've streamed over an hour of game tape, do you believe that any of the 6 guys selected before Sewell would have been more successful? Or did we get the best guy in the draft?
Oh, I got confused there because I was thinking of our 6 previous draft picks for some reason. You know, because we got 7. Well,
I think it's hard to say that Lawrence would have been transformative for this organization, but barring Lawrence.
Or should we say non-quarterbacks, I guess? Because you've got Chase and Pitts in there, aren't you, really?
Yeah, I think I'd probably prefer Sewell over Pitts and Chase, but I love Pitts.
We've already got a Pro Bowl tight end, so I'm not fussed about Pitts. Chase, I don't know. I think wide receiver is one of the last pieces you need in a rebuild. As I said the other day, you know, a wide receiver 1 anyhow. So, yeah, I'd say. Obviously, it's all hindsight at this point. Obviously, I was really big on Crosby and didn't really want him. But I think in terms of value, then yes, he would be, except probably Lawrence. But that was.
He's never falling to 7.
No, of course he's not. So,
yeah,
you were never trading up to get him either. So I think yes, bar obviously Lawrence.
Yeah. Okay. 139. So this is a trick play, reverse run to the left, flag for a block in the back, I think. Sewell blocks a defensive tackle and then gets out to block a cornerback on the reverse. So this is a really good play.
Yeah, look how far he's got out there.
He almost blocks a safety by the time he gets out there. So Sewell here blocks that defensive tackle, then gets out. And this is him. Can't quite block the safety, who's too shifty for him, but my God.
Yeah, there are not many tackles who are going to outright take down a safety in open field, in fairness.
No. So this is a run to the left. The line's going to crash left, and he destroys his man.
God, they line up with so many on the line. It's hard to pinpoint where he is on some of these.
So
yeah, I can see him.
Yeah,
he's opposite 44. Gets his guy.
Drives him back such a long way.
Gets a little assist, but I don't think he needed it, to be fair.
This next play is he run up the middle, wins with his first punch. That's all there is to this rap. Kind of gets off the block a little.
I love it. Just you can tell the second they lock up with him, they're done. There's no winning. There's just not even a hint of them being competitive against him.
So run inside left here. The defensive tackle appears to spin off Sewell here, so not the best rap. Is that defensive tackle which actually makes the tackle here. So Sewell locks him up. I think he actually gets pushed off the block by his own man, actually.
5. So the initial contact's really good. He's up mightily quick. So the explosion off the line is... There you go. He's got him. Yeah, he is.
The tight end almost takes Sewell out of the play.
Yeah. I feel like that's not really on him there.
No. This is another example of Sewell doing really well in transitioning from being assigned to the defensive end who pulls out and switching to the defensive tackle. He's always in control, but this is a pass over the middle that is intercepted. It's a really bad throw by the quarterback.
Hey, look, Sewell's the furthest guy down the field. You see him when he's running back. He's literally the furthest guy down the field.
Just in case.
Coming across, yeah. That's not giving up on a play there, especially as a tackle. Not the easiest to sprint downfield to make a block, but he's the furthest guy down.
He doesn't give up. He's got a terrific attitude all the way through.
Exactly. That's the attribute you want to see from him.
Just got a notification that the British Lions have come back to win their first test against South Africa, so terrific news there.
Woohoo! Hey. Good day to be a Lion.
Okay, so this is a run up the middle. He blocks enough on the defensive tackle here.
Oh, I like that. Gets off the line really good. Oh, mind you, it's a double team, but I don't mind.
It's a double team, but Sewell's doing basically all the work.
Yeah, he just gets a little tiny push, but he gets off the line with such ferociousness.
Yeah, he does. Okay, so there's a run to the inside left. He blocks left hard. Good shove here. Creates that lane with his first hit.
Ooh, is that just a tiny little bit of holding again?
All right, let's slow it down. I don't think so.
Watch him. Gets him. There.
I don't know.
I feel like there's a cheeky grab. You've got to cut that out, especially when refs don't like us very much. But he does well on his rep. He's just got to stop the cheeky little grabs after.
Yeah, Gerald has just had a few comments in the chat agreeing with some of our takes in terms of there was that one a little while ago where we couldn't decide whether he was meant to block that defensive tackle or go past him and block on the second level. He thought that was a second level block, and then that one just before with the tight end pushing him off, he said he got pushed off the block too. So you've got good eyes, my man. We are at 340, so this is a run up the middle. He blocks well enough on the defensive end here.
He does
Lots of
really
flat.
well there because the defensive end has a stepping start on him. I feel like he's moving a little bit. However, he seems to hit him with a lot of force, but he doesn't get bowed back by it.
No. Okay, so this is a pass short to the left. He blocks a shifting defensive end and then switches to the rushing linebacker here.
1, 2, excellent. He doesn't need to do too much on the first block, but still does enough. Changes.
But what he does do is help out his guard by kind of putting him off balance first, though. Just give him a
That's all
little
you
shove to
need
help him out.
sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes just a little shove and then get on your guy. Bloody hell. 1, 2. He's third in here, isn't he?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
come on. Why can't I get... Sorry. There we go. So Sewell is this one here. So what's the play, Matt? And the play is run up the middle. He takes his man down with him here. So that's this guy. They're both going to go down. I'm not sure if this is a flaggable offence or not.
Oh, seems like his momentum takes him past him there.
Just want to see it again because I'm not sure. I
feel like his momentum I feel like he gets a good block, but then his momentum and just takes him past the tackle almost. Look, there he goes. He's in. But then see the momentum. I think the tackle gets arms on him and just sort of pushes him down a bit. But he's done his job.
Yeah. Okay, this is a run inside right. Blocking right, he takes men with him, but the contained man outside him actually makes the tackle. And this is a couple of things I've seen in this game a bit later on as well. He takes the inside guy, and the outside guy ends up taking the tackle. It's probably then just bad play design, but it does get me frustrated. So blocks inside, tame man comes back and makes the tackle.
See, in previous plays, the tight ends come across to deal with that man, but no one picks him up there.
No, completely agree. Okay, this is a run up the middle. Blocks the defensive end well enough to create the lane for the running back here.
Yeah, look.
He doesn't quite. He doesn't destroy him, but he does just enough.
He keeps him locked up. It doesn't allow him to. It's like when we're doing McNeil's tape, the amount of times he got out of tackles to tackle a running back like that because of his arm usage, but that guy couldn't do that. So locked him up well enough to prevent him from getting in, making the full tackle. So that's good to see.
All right, this is a run outside left. He blocks the man with one arm, but he looks like he didn't actually make it to the guy he wanted to block here. Better angles from the other side. So Sewell, this man here. So blocks that guy with one arm, but he looks unhappy with himself after the play.
I feel like 87 took his man from him. I feel like the guard went for his assignment there. Because it looks to me like he's trying to get to 89. See, look, his eyes are on him, but then it's not the guard.
Tight end.
Tight end has taken him. I wonder if the tight end was meant to go out further.
I think so.
That's where the run got stuffed. But Sewell's definitely looking at that guy who the tight end takes.
Yeah.
And it gets in his way in the process.
So, scores 7-0 in favour of Cal. So we've had one good Oregon drive ending in an interception here. Two interceptions? One interception. One interception.
It's been one pick, hasn't it?
Yeah. So on this one, it's a quick screen pass to the wide receiver screen pass to the right. No impact on the play for Sewell.
Let's look at his fundamentals then. Blocks his own, blocks his own. Does it maybe let him through a bit easy there? I don't know. He's watching, he's watching.
He knows it's getting out quick, so...
It does. The only thing there is if Herbert doesn't throw it for whatever reason, he's getting absolutely flattened.
True. Okay, the next play is a pass quickly into the flat on the left-hand side. He pulls left and impressively blocks the defensive end who's recognised the play design here. So he's got a guy starting at 7 technique outside him. Watch what happens.
Gets him, gets him. Oh, look at that.
The defensive end impressively gets out quickly there. If he doesn't get there, that's not a 1 or 2 yard gain, it's a 6 yard loss. So, prevents a disaster.
Sewell keeps him grappled up for so long is impressive.
Yeah.
He just cannot, just literally stuck to him like sticky glue. Can't get away from him.
You can't. This is one thing that I've seen on tape. I don't want to crown the guy yet, because he's so young and there are mistakes on his tape. But the majority of the time, he's doing exactly what you'd expect of a seasoned vet.
Well, I think, like I say, the big thing at the minute, you're looking for his technique and his ability, the raw traits he needs to be able to be a tackle, and you see them there. He's great with his arms. His footwork's really good. He's able to get out to the second level quick. He's very intelligent. He's always watching the plays. These are the things you need to succeed, and you can see him on tape. Now, obviously, he's got all this fanfare behind him, and he's switching tackle positions. So I think you have to give him a lot of lenience this year, an awful lot. But in terms of, let's say, the fundamentals, and I hate using that word, he's got everything you need.
Fundamentals is a word that's been tarnished, hasn't it, now?
I have banned it from the podcast, and I've just said it, so I've broken my own rule, is the base skills he needs for a tackle, I'll use that. They're all there on show.
Yeah, it's a pound in the swear jar, though.
And yeah, exactly. And for an 18-year-old, again, you've got to take into account his tender age. He's playing against some really big guys here, but his strength is just phenomenal. His arms are amazing. His feet are really good. Everything you want to see from a tackle prospect.
So this next play is a run. It's a zone read with the quarterback running to the left. He blocks 2 men here.
First, second.
So he blocks the defensive end and then the linebacker. Assisted on both, but he does it. So,
but two guys get after Herbert somehow, just completely and utterly unmarked. But still, what he does is fine.
This is the second example of what I was talking about earlier. This is going to be a run to the right, so away from Sewell. No impact from Sewell on the play, but again, the contain man outside him makes the tackle.
I don't get this. No, he doesn't, does he? I don't think he does. It's not the contain man.
No, you're right. He goes into his own man, in fact. You're right.
But again, it's a very weird system to use, because he could have had him. If he had a broken through, he'd have been right in position to take him down.
Yeah.
And given Sewell's not doing much, you'd assume you'd put him on him, but I don't know.
Okay. Next play, runs up the middle. He blocks well enough here. So he's the third man in. There's 2 tight ends outside him.
2 tight ends set.
It's a lot of it. He blocks his man fine.
Again, yeah. Can't say much else other than he keeps his man contained. He can't get out of it. It's what you want from your blocker.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, this play is going to start a run of 3 plays which are not going to work out for the offense. This is going to be a run up the middle, fumbled and recovered by the defense. Sewell absolutely destroys his man, though. Although it's actually his man that recovers the ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There he is. Let's have a look.
Sewell here destroys his man, but then this man coming back comes out and recovers the ball.
So
If I'm right, I hope I'm right.
hits him, hits him, hits him.
Oh, he's there to recover it, even if it wasn't him exactly. You just drove him so far back, though.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the middle play, which doesn't go too badly. The offense are back out. Play action pass to the mid right-hand side. Gets out as if run, and then pass protection, but way out there. Nice pass, nice catch. It's weird to see him play almost pass protection that far out.
Yeah. He does what he needs to, though.
He does. Right, second bag play. Run again, outside left, fumble, recovered by the defense. This one is a bit hard to read in terms of what Sewell has. He blocks his man, but he can't set the edge. Oh no, he does fine. What I don't know what my notes are all about.
Look at that.
It's the tight end that fails, not him.
Yeah, that's it. They play so many linemen, it's easy to lose him just for a split second.
Right, so back on offense again now after 2 fumbles in the last 3 plays by the running back. This is a run, surprisingly, rather than a pass. Inside right-hand side, he effectively blocks his man here. Pulls inside and does a good block.
Blocks 2 there, doesn't he? Oh, is that another little tiny grab? I don't know. I think I saw another little tiny grab there that you shouldn't be doing.
I want to see it because I'm interested every time you see this.
Watch the linebacker there. There, second one, grab.
No, I'm not calling that. I don't think there's anything there.
I feel like it was a little tiny grasp, but we'll let it slide.
Okay, the next play is play action pass is a sack. He wins his rep one-on-one here.
They're having 0 luck on the outside against him. Look at that. That defensive end wants nothing to do with him whatsoever.
No, he doesn't want it.
He has one little shove, and he's just like, yeah, nah, I ain't doing this.
So this is a pass to the left. He's always in control of this rep. I really like this play. Just his transition with his feet while maintaining his balance is excellent.
And he just gently levers them out wide of Herbert. I know they're beating him, but he doesn't really go back towards him. He just gently leads him around the edge.
Yeah. Okay, 750. So this is a pass to the right-hand side. Again, he wins his rep one-on-one here. No bother.
Again, tries a little spin, just like, no. No.
Okay, I've put this in bold, so I think it's because it's one of my favourite plays. This is a pass deep to the left-hand side. He blocks the defensive tackle well, and then blocks him and the rushing inside defensive end too in the quarterback's face. So I want to slow this down because it's so good. Shades of Tyrell Crosby here. Blocks the tackle, and then the defensive end comes inside, and he blocks him as well.
Oh, yeah. That's unbelievable strength, that is. Holding off one guy and wrapping your arm around another and still being able to slow them both down.
Because he can't quite get off the block he has with one arm. In the end, the defensive end actually does take him off the block with his speed and momentum, but it doesn't matter by that point. Okay, this is a run up the middle, no impact for Sewell, so just focusing on fundamentals here.
Pound in the jar.
Hey, you banned it, not me.
Yeah, so pound in the jar. I've put a pound in myself. I'm following by my own rules. That word is banned.
Fundamental. La 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 la. This is a
That's
pass.
£4. £4 you owe me now.
This is a kind of layup pass by Herbert over the middle. He kind of gets a bit flustered and just kind of lobs it short over the middle. It's a bizarre thing. Saul's always in control of his rep on the outside here. So there's two guys going to rush on the outside. Saul's just got to take one and hope the other gets accounted for. So he takes the outside guy. The guard just vacates. I don't know what's happening there.
That's bad play by the guard. Oh, I should be back in 30 seconds.
That's fine. All right. In fact, we'll take a 30-second break just to kind of give ourselves a chance to refresh, and we'll be back in just a moment. Hi, Depth Fan Man. I believe he was still 18 for this game. So he was ages 17 and 18 in his freshman year, and he was ages 18 and 19 in his sophomore year, and then in his junior year he opted out. So he barely played when he was 19 years old.
I'm back.
All right. And we are back. Let's pick this up straight away by going to our next rep, which is a play action pass, middle to the left. Lovely setup. The run block transitions nicely into pass block, comes off one block to go for another. Okay, take this one a little bit slower, just because I really like this rep. So he feigns run block. Man tries to beat him inside. He blocks him, and then he comes to block the outside guy.
Oh, that's excellent play, that is. I mean, his first guy nearly gets the QB, but at the end of the day, those blocks means that he hasn't got sacked, so
Yeah.
you can do nothing but applaud that.
Okay, this is one of my favoured reps, apparently. Not sure why. Anyway, pass, scramble right by the quarterback, passes to the end zone incomplete. My note says, takes defensive end who crashes inside, leaves uncovered defensive tackle, recovers just enough to prevent the sack. Okay, so Sewell inside one because the tight end's outside him. So blocks his guy, and then just blocks that guy enough. So blocks this guy crashing inside, reacts, and just gets enough on him to stop the sack. I need to actually research what age Sewell was during this game.
Well, this is 2019, so you'd assume he'll be roughly 18.
So he is 20 years old now, born on the 9th of October 2000. Cal versus Oregon 2019.
He'd be 18, about 18 and a half. 18 in a few months.
This game was on the 6th of October 2019, so he is 3 days away from his 19th birthday. Yes. He is 18 and 359 days old.
Very young.
Very young. Okay. So, this is a pass quick out to the running back in the flat on the right. No impact on the play from Sewell, so just looking at fundamentals, he's got a tight end outside him on the line.
That's 5.
Kind of shoves his man inside of it, but doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Nice raw show of strength there.
So, this is a pass deep right to the end zone for a touchdown. Nice technique in being able to block either the defensive tackle or end here with the way that he kind of hangs back off this. A lovely throw and catch.
Beautiful.
Kind of has both arms out there. I want to show that again. He gets both arms out in front of him so that either the defensive tackle goes into his right arm or the defensive end goes into his left arm, and that's going to be his block.
Yeah.
Lovely diving catch.
Beaut.
Okay, this is a run to the left. He's off balance, but he does enough here. So he gets driven outside, but who cares?
We do. We're analysing. We have to be neutral on this.
Yeah. Go Sewell. It's a play action pass. This one short to the right hand side, incomplete. So again, good technique in feigning the run blocking, and then nice blocking pass protection. Herb should do better though, but engages his man, pushes him away. Really good stuff. This next one, it's a pass to the right, incomplete, out of bounds. Looks to be unbalanced again. Second, hang on a minute. Yeah, I am on the same rep. Yeah, looks to be unbalanced again, but great recovery and shove. Even though he kind of gets beat, he still makes sure the shove takes him outside of where he's going to make an impact on this play. And this next one is a run to the right-hand side. Lovely block and drive back here from Sewell. So he is the second lineman in at the top.
Good run.
Just gets a hold of 44 and just...
Yeah, you see how he just can't disengage from him. His arms are stuck there, whether he likes it or not. I love seeing it time after time after time of him just wrapping guys up, and they've got no chance.
And this is a run up the middle. He does enough on this play. And is the third lineman in here, so 2 tight ends outside him. Running back gets stuffed, but... This next rep is a pass up the middle. Does well on his block, but a free rusher to the outside hits the quarterback. So I'm wondering, in terms of assignments, what's gone wrong here. Keep pressing play on the wrong thing.
He gets his, man.
I think...
Centre's not got anybody.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I think that the protections are wrong.
Yes, I would agree with you there.
So, in an ideal world, if it's these 5 guys coming, then you would have this guy on this guy, this one here, that one there, and that one there. No, that's not right. That is not right. Undo.
I'm going to have to drop out now, Matt. I've got that other podcast I've got to go and do.
Other podcast. Leave me here. That's cool, man. Right, good luck with it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Well, God, we've been going over an hour and a half, haven't we?
I know, crazy.
Yeah, no, good luck with the rest of it, and
okay, man.
I shall see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll do. See you for the podcast.
Thanks to everyone who's dropped in today. See this? I'm sure there's a lot more great analysis to come up with, Matt, but I have to go and debate a Packers fan somewhere, so that's going to be fun. Right, I'll see you in a bit.
All right, cheers, man.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so not long to go with this one now. We have got... This is still this play with the rusher up the side. So 19 just comes free and hits Herbert, which is not ideal. And this next one, it's a play action pass, short to the left-hand side, incomplete. Some nice run block sell, and then a transition into a pass protection block. He blocks one, and then transitions to the outside rusher, so good stuff. Top man on the line here, Sewell. Gets out and protection, and then transitions onto that second guy, Herbert, with a bit of a hospital pass for his man. But Sewell here transitions out to his guy, and then 44 comes outside and he gets onto him too. Great stuff. And this next rep is a screen pass to the left-hand side, so you can see the man number 4 running over there now. I think it'll be a pass to him. He feigns a pass block protection, and then rushes out to block ahead of the wide receiver, but he just can't get there in time. It's happened a couple of times in these tapes, actually, that he just doesn't quite get there quick enough. Got a little nudge on the line, which didn't help him. It's his man, actually, that actually ends up getting the tackle, which is unfortunate. Thank you for all of you who are still watching. Please do hit that like, subscribe, bell buttons. That really helps us with everything we're doing here. And the next play. It's a pass quick over the middle. Gets shoved back, but he gets back in control of the rep in double quick time. So he's shoved back, but he never loses his feet. This next one's a pass to the right. His first punch is good, but then defensive tackle appears to win with a swing move. But Sewell gets right back on it, so even though he looks to be beaten, his recovery ability is absolutely fantastic. So engages there, gets swum, but he's back out on him. So Sewell, the lineman here. So 44 gets on him, swims him, but Sewell is on it. This is going to be a run to the right-hand side. It's a good block behind the defensive tackle to seal the hole behind him. So crashes down right, seals that gap, running back goes behind him. Crashes down right, 44, he's got him in his back. Creates another yard or two for the running back. This is a pass to the left versus a blitz. You can see that they're showing blitz at the line here. Sewell appears to lose, but gets a big shove in to put the defensive tackle off stride as he goes past him. So Sewell's the top lineman on the outside here. Defensive tackle, I think, he's the one he's going to work against. Quick pass out to that left-hand side for a first down. The defensive tackle swims him, but Sewell shoves him outside just to take him out of rhythm. This is going to be a reverse play, run to the right-hand side. Nice 2 blocks from Sewell here. So it blocks the defensive tackle, swims him, and then blocks the linebacker as well. Unfortunately, it's a run for a loss. And this one's a run to the left. He blocked well to his left-hand side here. Control of his man. No worries there. So Sewell's here. Takes 44 with one arm, drives him back. It's good stuff. And here we have a pass over the middle to the end zone, incomplete. He's got eyes for the defensive end who bails. And then he transitions his block to the defensive tackle really easily. This is one of the nicest things I've seen on his tape, consistently. So eyes for the end, takes the tackle. Herbert misses his man. Looks at defensive end, then on the defensive tackle. This is going to be a run up the middle. It's a nice inside look, then blocks on the outside. So Sewell looks inside, then blocks outside. Big hole for the running back. This is a run to the outside right. No impact on the play for Sewell here, so let's just check his fundamentals. As his man, sticks with him. Play's gone the other way, so he can come off the block. And this one, it's a pass over the middle, incomplete. Gets 2 big shoves on the defensive tackle here. Transitions into pass blocking, shoves him inside twice. So 1 shove there, big one, and a second one. And we have a pass left incomplete here. He has nice technique to start off with a big shove, but then he's beaten outside with his weight in the wrong place, loses his balance a little here. Gets a shove on, but then feinted to the outside. Lucky he's not picked off Herbert there. So 1 shove in, but then beaten on the outside with quick feet. That fan man's just brought up the Rodgers news. Yeah, Vegas have suspended betting on the NFC North entirely with with the prospect that Rodgers may be about to retire. There's some confusion on this though with the Instagram stories from Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers and the last dance stuff on their Instagram stories. Is it that they've had their last dance or they're going to have their last dance? I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm not with Rodgers. It could all be a troll, couldn't it? Thought you got rid of me, hadn't you? But haha, I'm back. I can just see it. So until he says the magic words, I have retired. I'm not believing it, but it is making me really happy to see the meltdown of Green Bay fans right now. Okay, this next play is a run. It's a zone read with a running back running to the left. I said it's an error. Not sure about this play. He's beaten by the guy who makes a tackle, but it doesn't look like Sewell wanted this guy in the first place. So let's check this out. I have no idea what to make of this play, and I didn't at the time. If you've got an idea on this play, please drop it in the chat, because I'd love to know what you think. So motions inside, and then the defensive end shoves him out of the way and makes the tackle, but it doesn't look like he wanted that guy. It looks like he wanted the inside guy, so whether it's a blown protection or a miscommunication, I'm not sure. Det Fan Man says they already had that dance, and now it's our turn. Maybe it's time for our first dance. Well, maybe first since the 50s, right? Okay, this is going to be a pass deep over the middle. Sewell's going to show lovely technique getting onto the left guard's block, so the left guard can take the inside defensive end rush. So they're going to switch here, the defensive end and tackle. Lovely transition. Good pass, good catch. So you're going to see end come inside, tackle go outside. The tackle's going to engage here first. Sewell has to force him off the block so that he can come outside. Really good play. And a lovely throw by Herbert. Okay, now in the red zone, beg your pardon. Run inside left for a touchdown. He's lined up as the not right tackle. He's lined up as the sixth lineman on the right-hand side, which is the first time I've seen this. That's all there. So you've got 1, 2, there's the center, guard, tackle, Sewell. Weird. And then after having Sewell on the right-hand side, their best run-blocking O-lineman, he runs on the inside left. Interesting choice, but he does get in for a touchdown, and Sewell blocks his man effectively here. Blocks his man up front, gets a little bit of a shove on behind him, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, Det Fan Man's just wishing that Goff and St. Brown would throw their own shade. I'd be all behind that. That would be hilarious. Especially as Rodgers and Goff are both California guys. That'd be really funny. Okay, this next play. It's a play action pass. Quarterback actually ends up scrambling up the middle. Fumble by Herbert, recovered by the offense this time. He's able to block his man Sewell with only one hand. I don't think he's showboating. I think it's just the best way for him to do it in this rep. But here we go. Just with one hand, his right hand, Herbert loses it and recovered. Takes 44, just blocks him with that one strong right hand. This is an RPO pass, short to the middle. The line moves right and Sewell blocks his man fine here. All crashing to the right. Nice pass over the middle, caught. If anything, I think Sewell's trying to get to the linebacker there. And this next one is a pass. Quarterback drops back, passes to the left-hand sideline, incomplete. Sewell ties up his blocker really well, moving right. So transitions his weight well. Quarterback gets rushed. Can't quite make the catch inbounds there. Hey, Frog Crop, thanks for coming in, man. Okay, this is a pass over the middle. It's a right-left crosser short. Sewell pushes one man and then blocks another. Really impressive. It's back in pass protection. Blocks that guy. Blocks that guy. Super solid play in the second half of this game. Pushes that guy. Blocks that guy. It's good stuff. It's only 10-7 game in the fourth quarter here, so those turnovers really are, putting pay to the scoreboard. And this next play is a pass play. The quarterback pumps to the short right and then throws deep right incomplete. Sewell ties up his blocker effectively here. Can't get free of him. Yeah, I agree, Depth Fan Man. It does appear as though the defensive end doesn't want anything to do with him. I actually think that you see a lot of Sewell having to go up against a defensive tackle with the defensive end pulling out. So I don't know whether they've decided that by design they're not going to take that matchup too often, but he doesn't do it enthusiastically when it happens, for sure. So here we can see again, Sewell takes his blocker and just blocks so well. No chance of that. And this next one is a quick pass to the right, incomplete. Sewell's caught leaning forward a bit here and looks beaten, but passes away before he can be fully beaten on this play. You're just leaning a bit far forward there. Can't really see it too well, even on that second look, so I think the first one might be slightly better. Let's have a look. So Sewell is here. You'll see him kind of be shoved back a bit. It doesn't look like much, but if Herbert doesn't get that out quick, shoved, and he's beaten. He is beaten. Okay, 17:59. So there's a pass. It's a swing pass to the right. It's a screen play, but it's a tackle for a loss. They're going to fake a run left here with the protection, and it's nice blocking by Sewell in doing that. At the bottom of the line here, comes out quickly, blocks well. But the play is absolutely blown. Have a look at Sewell though. Lovely block out on that left-hand side. And this next one. Quarterback scrambles for 27 yards up the middle and then bounces out to the left. Sewell blocks his man well here. Looking around for a man to gets on 44, blocks him well, actually allows Herbert to escape. Lovely jinking run from Herbert out of bounds, and then gets a shove and is flagged. But unnecessary roughness for Sewell. Gets on his man, engages well. Quarterback escapes all the way upfield, and then a late hit draws the flag. Yeah, quite often, Death Fan Man, you'll see that with Sewell kind of holding his ground and everyone else kind of falling back, or the rest of the line kind of holds up, but Sewell's a couple of yards upfield. It's consistent. This next play is a run up the middle. I've got a Bolden's because he blocks two men with fearsome aggression here to create a running back lane. He'll take out the defensive tackle and then the linebacker. This is terrific. Running back just doesn't make it in here, but You'll see Sewell on the end of the line here. I hope what I saw was him help out his left guard, who's taking this man here, and then create that lane here. I hope that's what happens. Pushes him, and then it's not that linebacker, but it's another one. Okay, so now on the 2-yard line, 1.5 yard line. So it's a run up the middle, blocks his man well. Doesn't quite get in the running back, maybe makes half a yard. Sewell blocks his man on the outside. Getting to the business end now, 3-point lead. This would make it a 2-possession game with 7.5 minutes to go. This is a pass short to the left on a fake wheel reverse route for a touchdown. I have no idea what I mean there. Pass short left. Oh, right. So this is a really impressive trade design, actually. So this guy is going to fake a wheel route, but he's actually going to double back and come back in for a touchdown here. So that's a really nice aspect to this play first off. But Sewell himself, he bulldozes the defensive end, gets out in front, and then blocks the linebacker as the last defender. So we've got Sewell here. I think he blocks this guy out here and then comes out and is able to get in front of this guy as they're both kind of coming out so that they've got no chance of stopping this play. Absolutely lovely. So really late on now in the game. Just got to run out the clock. And it's a run up the middle, gets nice leverage in his block here. So second lineman in. Just holds his block really well. Only a short gain though. Third to last play, run to the inside left, he blocks fine, but looks back to the running back and releases too early. His man then kind of gets back inside, so needs to keep a hold of it while the play is still active in the vicinity. It's not good enough, really. Gets the outside, blocks him well, but then gets beaten quickly. Okay. Second to last one. Pass, swing right screen. It's a first down, but it's flagged. He gets out for the fake screen to the left, so they're going to run 2 different screens here, one to the right, one to the left. Sewell here gets out in front of his man. Flag, 2 flags thrown there. But have a look at Sewell here, getting out for block his man. Doesn't even block his man, just gets out in front of his guy on the left-hand side. And here's the final play of the lot. So there's a run to the outside left-hand side, gets outside his block and then fences off for outside zone. So Sewell's here, gets to the outside of his guy and then blocks outside to create this lane here. It's really nice. See that one more time. Gets outside his guy, then blocks inside. Not sure if that's by design, but it works wonderfully well for the play call. And that's that, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who's watched any of the reviews that we've done. You can see the rest of them on YouTube if you want to see any of them. For Ant, who was on earlier, for myself, really appreciate all of you who have subbed, liked, recommended some of our stuff on Twitter. If you haven't followed any of the stuff that we've got on our socials, it really, really helps us. We've been doing this for just under a year now in terms of the actual physical work of it. We actually formed in April 2020, but we're going strong, got as many views as we've ever had. We've really grown during this off-season, so we're hoping to carry it through to the season. But this is the end of our rookie review sessions. We're going to be picking up on Tuesday with a mailbag, so if you want to ask us anything, be sure to drop a question in the comments below, or you can hit us up on Twitter, ask us a question, we will answer it on our pod. We've got 2 very special guests next week. Hopefully they convert, but we've got a Detroit Lions player on Monday, I'm hoping. I'm not going to tell you when that is or who it is, because if it doesn't happen, everyone will be disappointed. And we're not going to do it live just because the rookies have had to report today to camp, so there's no guarantee we can actually get him. The second is going to be a journalist, so I hope that we can convert that. It's not for sure yet. But if we do, it's going to be some really, really good stuff. Final summary opinion on Sewell, DeFanman says. So I think because he's the 7th overall pick, people are going to be keen to crown him, as I said, as soon as possible. This is the next best guy. But part of why he's been taken now is the fact that he's going to end his rookie deal when he's 26. Because he's going to be 20 now. By the end of his 5th year option, he'll be 26. By the time he's at the end of his first pro deal, 5 years, let's say, we can get him for, he'll be 31. Well, offensive tackles can last until they're 40, right? We've seen that with some of the longer guys with longevity in this league. The left tackle at the Rams, for example, Whitworth, has lasted that long. So Sewell could potentially be at this team for 15 years. Let's not think he can do everything now. There are examples on tape where he's off balance slightly, where there's potentially miscommunication either by him or by someone else in the team, which costs. It's hard for me to see exactly whether the miscommunication is his or not, but more often than not, he gets his block in. He doesn't necessarily finish everyone all the time, but he's got enough intelligence to be able to get off his block and react to another block that's happening. So he might be taking the defensive end, and the defensive tackle swings outside, and he can get off his block onto the new tackle, onto the new rusher. He can pick up blitzes really well. There was that example rapid where he takes a cornerback blitz and does enough to throw him off his stride. So you're getting someone supremely intelligent, obviously very powerful. He drives really well with his legs and run blocking. The run blocking is probably one of the most important aspects of him. He's so good at it. He's so fast off the line. Whether it's going to be effective in the NFL, I don't know. It's going to be really hard to see, because I don't think defensive ends are going to give him so much time as he's seen in college. But his release off the line is like a tight end. He's obviously a bit bigger than a tight end, but he's so fast that I think we can use him for trick plays, especially screen plays, which really excites me. But this is a guy whose fundamentals are already solid. He needs to have a little bit of technique worked on, but there's not much. There really isn't. It's the transition to right tackle that worries me. He needs to get that down and get it down quickly. It's not like he hasn't done it before. He's done it in high school. But that's, it's a long 4 years ago since high school. So let's see what happens there. I do think they've got the best man they could in the draft. If you take Lawrence out of the equation, I do believe he's the 2nd best player in the draft. So at 7, it's an absolute steal. I'm really, really excited to see what he can do for us. He's not someone who's going to make many mistakes. And his game's so athletic that his upside is so high. You don't think that Raz is going to be important for an O-lineman, but just because of how fast he is off the line, I do think it's going to be a factor here. I think his Raz was 8.99, so that was obviously important. I hope that answers your question, DeFanman. And hi, Altonio. You can always rewind what we've just done here. 2 hours worth of stuff, so it's a lot to go through. Only 2 games, but I hope you enjoy it. And to all of you, I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time in the Royal Lions UK podcast. We'll see you on Tuesday for our mailbag. But for now, let's go Lions, one pride.